great host that taught me this truth. Just wanted to hit a quick in transit live and go into a couple topics I had on my mind. Right, going into how, man, lately I've been realizing that, as the scriptures say, right, everything that we see, all the cares of the world are vanity, right? It's pointless, okay? And sometimes, right, it's a, how do I call it? Sometimes we get entangled in the world and we get distracted from what's really important. Okay, we start going into the cares, right? Going into the ways that we used to do. Okay, going out with people that don't benefit us, right? And then when you are in that situation, you realize, hold up, this shit is pointless, right? Going to the, because let me just give the example. I went to the club yesterday, and there's nothing wrong with going to the club, right? You have your balance and everything. Okay, but I just went, and I seen people there that I haven't seen in forever, man. People that I used to talk to when I was in the world. And I just realized, like, this is all vanity. Like, these people work every single day of their lives, and they're looking forward to come to the club to sit in the corner with their little clique, with their little group, and just stay confined, like just do nothing. And ultimately, that's the mindset of majority of people here in America, is that exactly right there. You work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday you look forward to going out, getting drunk, doing drugs, right? Pretty much being a demon, a wicked ass nigga. And man, I was just sitting there, I'm like, what am I doing, man? Like, what am I doing around all these people? Like, this is a waste of my time. Like, a waste of my entire time just sitting here with these people, because it doesn't benefit me, right? It doesn't benefit me. It wasn't fun at all. And it was just, I'm just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And I wanted to go into how it's all oppression at the end of the day, vanity and oppression. Because Solomon, he had everything, right? He had everything he ever wanted, and he even said, everything is vanity. It's all vanity. It's all pointless, right? I'm gonna bust my ass to get all these possessions, and ultimately I'm gonna die, and another man's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's lock it. This car. Yeah, vanity and oppression. And it doesn't help. And we all have our custom fit hell that we have to go through. Right? We all have our certain trials and tribulations that we have to go through. And it's oppression, man. Like, personally, I go to university because I have it all paid for. I ended up getting a scholarship when I was younger, right? And I woke up to the truth when I was in school. I think I woke up to the truth last year around this exact time. Around in July, I woke up to the truth. And I was in school. But even before I woke up to the truth, man, I was just done with it. I was only going because I had it paid for, because my mom, my family would get upset if I didn't go. How would you give up this opportunity? Blah, blah, blah. But the entire time I went to all these classes, these bullshit classes that they would teach me nothing, man. 90% of the classes I go to is just nothing. It's just them telling me lies, me having to hold the information, regurgitate it for a test, and all over and over again, pretty much them trying to indoctrinate me, trying to tell me lies, okay? And even before I woke up to the truth, I'm like, man, this is a whole lot of bullshit. Like, what am I doing here? Okay, I didn't have the drive to actually do good, right? Try to get the experience, do internships, all that bullshit, because I'm just like, this is not it, man. Like, I need to make something else happen, because this school shit is not it. And then when I woke up to the truth and I realized what was happening, why I was here, what's gonna happen in the future, man, that just further intensified it even more. Because now I sit here, I have to do homework, I have to go to class, the classes that are pointless, they're teaching me lies, and I pretty much have to do this for another year. Okay, and hopefully Abaratazah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh starts destroying this place soon, because hey, with all the wisdom I have now, it's just more oppression. It's just more of a burden on me. to go to class, to do it and do it and do it. It's just heavier on my spirit. I understand now, right? I understand. That's why I said, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay, because if you have wisdom, you ultimately know what's going on. Okay, you know what's going on and why. And me in this predicament, I know this place is gonna get done away with. Everything is gonna be swept, right? And everything I'm doing right now is gonna be for nothing, right? I have to learn all this bullshit, right? Pretty much work and go to school for nothing, you know. But that's just, I just want to get that off the top, because lately, hey, if you're not in that spirit of fuck this place, right? If you're not in that spirit of mourning, right? You don't have that contrite and broken spirit, how the scriptures go into. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai is gonna put you in it, man. He's gonna put you in examples and situations for you to get in that mind frame, because that's what it requires to be in the truth, to follow Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is to depart from this world spiritually. You have to completely let go of the ways of this world and become a new person. Okay, and that goes into a new mindset. That's why it says in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Right? It shall destroy you with the sword destruction, roughly paraphrasing. It says the same thing as in Hebrews, right? How we look for, this is not our city, right? This is not our city. We look for a continuing city, something along those lines. Talking about how we're looking for a new place to live at, a new future, right? And that's the spirit we have to be in, is just fuck this place, man, right? And you see it every day, right? You see it every single day. You see the vanity, you see the wickedness. Hey, that's why Lot said, it says that Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked when he was in Sodom, man. Sodom and Gomorrah were doing the exact same acts that America here in Babylon is doing, right? Homosexuality, bestiality, trans, pedophilia, right? Sodom and Gomorrah, those cities were doing the exact same things. And you had a lot in the midst of that, vexed, right? Constantly, like, what the hell are these people doing, man? And he was the only one delivered because he was on that type of vibration, that frequency, right? He was a righteous man, and he was the only one that God delivered. And it's the same thing here today, because as it says, there's nothing new under the sun, right? There's nothing new under the sun. If it's happened back then, it's going to happen today. But the thing today, this time, is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not going to save all of the Israelites like he did in Egypt, right? He's only coming to save 1/3. And that's ultimately what we're striving for, is salvation, right? And that goes back to being in a type of mindset to receive salvation. Having that, I'm done with this place, right? Spiritually disconnected from this place. Okay, and I've gone into that, hey, plenty of times. Brothers go into it all the time, because we're all singing that same song, right? The 144,000, the prophets. Okay, because that's another thing, right? This message is not for everybody. The gospel is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to receive it. And if you do receive it, you have to take care of it and acknowledge that you've been called for a reason, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself, and you have to take pride in that and understand the gravitude, right? The importance of what you're dealing with, the power that we're dealing with, because that's another level. That's another type of mentality, another type of understanding that you need to have, is understanding that you're dealing with the power that created everything. Everything we see, everything we hear, we breathe, we taste. He created everything. That's why his name is He exists, Yahweh. Okay? And you have to understand the condition, the predicament, why we're here, right? And ultimately, you can only understand these things if your eyes have been opened, right? Romans 11:7 and verse 8. Because some people, they're just never going to get it. And ultimately, they were never meant to get it, right? So, hey, it's beautiful, but at the same time, it's a heavy thing, right? Because as it says, to whom much is given, much is required, right? Lord willing, I'm part of the 144,000 of prophets, and I understand that it's not going to be easy, right? For you brothers for you brothers also out there that are prophesying, it's not going to be easy. Also for the 1/3 that just believe, right, that are changing their life, it's not going to be easy. And we're all going to be tried as the gold in the fire. Zechariah 13:9, the 1/3, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, these are all things we have to keep in mind and understand that this is why we're going through the things we're going through. This is why I feel this type of way. Why I'm being oppressed, right? I'm under the curses. I'm being oppressed. And this is why I feel this type of way, because this and this and that. Okay, it's all about having wisdom, right? Having understanding, and understanding that everything we see around us is going to get destroyed. Right? 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10, verse 11. Right? Going into how the day of the Lord is going to pretty much destroy everything. And that knowing this, what manner of persons are ye to be? Okay? How are you supposed to conduct yourself knowing that everything is going to get destroyed? Okay? That's ultimately being in a righteous vibration and having foresight. Right? Seeing the future. Because that's literally what we're doing when we read the Bible. We read the prophecies, is we're seeing the future. And that's what wisdom actually goes into. Right? That's why it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. Right? If you truly understand the scriptures, you're going to depart from evil. You're going to stop committing these abominations, this wickedness, being a demon in the world, a 2/3 Jake. You're going to stop doing that because you have understanding of what's going on. And ultimately, as it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Right? Once you start truly serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and you understand what kind of power he is, that he's not just a love, awe, power, how they push in Christianity and Catholicism. Right? When you come to the realization that it says that he is a God of war, a man of war. He destroys, he kills, he makes alive, right? He does all these things, right? That brings fear on you, and ultimately, through that fear, you move correctly. Because you know he can fuck you up at any time. Any given time, he can touch you, right? Any single time he can touch you, and ultimately, you deserve it. Because we all sin. We all fall short of the glory of Yahweh Shai every single day. That's why he came to die for us. That's why he shed his blood for his people. Matthew 1 and 21, which is talking about the Israelites, man. This word is not for anybody, but it's only for the Israelites. Saying that straight. It's not for everybody. It's only for the Israelites. Okay? And that's another topic. Right now, I'm just going on a spiritual rant, just getting it all out because, hey, there's certain things that you have to understand. Right? You have that demon on you, that Islam demon. Right? You have that Christianity, that white Jesus Christ demon, that Roman Catholicism demon. Okay? Not being able to understand that how is this the truth and everything else, all these other gods, not the truth. Okay? Because that's another demon too. That ultimately goes into not having faith. But hey, I had that in my mind when I was first hearing this, listening and saying, how is it that not everybody gets this and I get it? Right? Why is this hidden? And that's when you go into the scriptures, you understand. Right? You understand what's going on. You go into the scriptures where it goes into how the prophets are going to come back. Right? Daniel 12, the last chapter, and Revelation 18 or 11. Revelation 11, last chapter, or last verse. Right? You go back to the basics, the foundation, and you solidify it. But, hey, I've been all over the place. Just a spiritual rant. Once again, oppression. Everything is vanity. Everything is vanity. Everything is oppression. And that's ultimately what we look for, is salvation. The faster this kingdom falls, the faster the kingdom of heaven is established, and we get to live out our fantasies. Right? It's a lock. There's a Fed on me. Hey, with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. And double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me his truth. Should probably close out the lesson here. It's just getting hot out here. I need to focus. Just got back to my destination. But hopefully this is edifying. You guys can get something out of this. Even if it was just something, right? I like going into the mindset, going into the perspective, because that's ultimately what it's all about, right? You can be following all the law, statutes, and commandments, and ultimately be in the wrong mindset, be thinking like a demon, and you'll still be going off, right? You have to be in a certain type of spirit, in a certain type of frequency, which that's what the Holy Spirit is about. They're supposed to be in that frequency, the Holy Spirit frequency. Okay, but once again, hopefully this is edifying, and shalom to you, like shalom.